I will be using this video to answer all of your strawberry questions. Right here is where I have most of my strawberries growing that produces. Since they've started to put on fruits, they've not stopped producing. My name is Marie if you're new here, and surrounding me is my container garden in which we grow majority of the fresh food that we eat. And today I'll be sharing with you how I grow strawberries. A lot of you have been asking me how is it I get them to produce so well in the heat. So I'll be sharing that with you. Um, I'll be sharing what I think this variety is. I am not sure because I got the original seedlings, suckers. So I'm not sure, but I think I went back and checked her message when she gave me and made mention of what she thought they were. So let me show you how I take care of them in order to have them produce literally all year round, even now when it is hot. Now, a number of you ask me, how did I plant the strawberries? If I planted them from seeds or if I planted them from sucker. I got two suckers, similar to what you see running here. I got two of these from a subscriber about a year ago, run about a year ago. And all of what you see me growing now, right now I'm looking at this and it is loaded with fruits. I'll take you in closer to show you. But all of what you see me growing now are from those two little suckers. I've tried planting from seeds, both from the fruit that I've purchased from the supermarket and from seeds that were purchased and gifted to me, and I have not had success. The one I purchased from the supermarket, those germinated. The ones that I got in the packet, nothing at all. So I am not sure. I'm not sure how long it will take. What if I did anything wrong? I really am not sure. But um in case you get suckers or purchase suckers, I'm going to show you how to grow strawberries from suckers. I just potted a fruit. It's right here. It's not a big one. And that's one of the reasons I have to work on the plants today, because there are too many suckers on the plants that I need to remove. So I'm going to have to do that today. So this is a little fruit that is on it. And guys, these are super sweet. Look inside. No white. You buy it from the supermarket. There's a little white thing in the middle. Not these. All right. Let me show you how I set the suckers to give to you guys and to increase my plants. Now, if you look back here, can you see right here? Right in this container, this is a sucker. Right here, this plant is a sucker growing from this pot in front of it. I just severed it a couple days ago. So here I have two little pots with soil that I did prior to me recording, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to set your um strawberry suckers. Okay, this one is long enough. So here, this is a runner. All I do is remove some of the leaves, the bad leaves, if there are bad leaves on there, and place it in the container just like so. For all of the strawberries that you see me gifting, that is how I do it. Just place it in that cup just like so. And in a couple of days, this is a brand new strawberry plant. Like so. Just set it right in the cup like that. In a couple of days, no more than a week, you can sever this piece, and that's a brand new plant that you have there. Now, when your sucker has gotten root and you want to plant them out, it is important, guys. Let me remove this one so I can show you. This is what a little strawberry sucker look like. Now, right here where the leaf start, the middle leaf, that is the crown of the strawberry plant. when you're planting this plant, you do not allow the crown to be submerged in the soil. Just this area is to be in the soil. If this leaf is covered, your plant is going to rot and it will die. Now, quite a few of you who I gave strawberry suckers said that, Marie, they're dying. You might see things like these, the leaves starting to get diseased. As soon as you see that, you remove the diseased ones from it, even if it's one leaf left. And then you place this in well drained soil and mulch. It is called strawberries for a reason, guys. They love to be placed on straws. So this, if you take care of it, quite a few of the persons who got strawberries, when was it? April? Their strawberries are already producing. If it was not grown from seed, within a matter of months, you will start getting strawberries from your plants. So ensure when you're planting, you do not plant beyond, you do not put it below here. This is where, let me show you in this cup. So you're planting it in the soil. You place it in the soil right to the crown, no further, just like so. So the leaf is exposed, no further. That's it. And you keep this in the shade. If you're going to remove it from the mother plant, you keep it in the shade until it's rooted before introducing it to the sun. And it will grow. Just like all of these back here. I have an old plantation of strawberries back here. All right, let me prune the plants and then show you how I fertilize them. Now, all of these are runners and my plants are producing, but the runners are taking away from them. It was my intention to gift all of these to persons, but that's not possible. I just have way too much doing right now, and so it is just not possible at this time. But the thing is, with strawberries, they continue to produce runners. So by the time I'm ready to do my next giveaway, I will have more to gift. So I'm going to take these off. And I know you guys are going to say, Mary, don't toss them, but I have no choice at this time because I don't have the time to plant them and I don't have the time to set them either. Not right now. It's just life is lifing right now. So I'm going to remove the runners and the bad leaves as well. As I said, there's no need to worry. Whoever was going to get strawberry suckers, you will still get by the time I'm ready to do that. But I can't allow these to kill the plants. So remove all of the runners and the dead leaves. This plant has beautiful blossoms on it. Can't afford for it to die at all. These produce runners consistently, always. This is a runner right here because it just has too many on there. I fed them and they don't seem fed because of the amount of runners on the plants. They just cannot manage it. If they were planted on the ground, strawberries propagate themselves, so they'll spread all over on the ground. But when they're in containers, it has to be maintained because they're literally feeding off of the mother plant when they're in containers. So I have to remove them. Trust me, guys, I don't like to see them being tossed either, but in an effort to save my plants that are producing, it's just something that I must do. And when your strawberries start to produce, I encourage you to prune once it is in a container. Prune them whenever the runners come on. Your neighbors might need, whoever you can give, prune them and give them away, or just get rid of them off of the plant to save your fruiting plants. Oh, I said that I would tell you um the name of the strawberry. She said she believes it's the everbearing. That's the one that produce all year round. And if it's not, it's the November. But obviously it's not the November one because it has produced continuously. So I think it's called everbearing. Don't quote me on that because I really am not sure. If it was a case where I went to the store or to the nursery and bought myself the suckers, then I would be better able to inform you. And I think because of how they're producing, I think they're the everbearing variety. All right, that look way better. And I still am going to have to thin out some of the containers. They have too many plants in there, but there is no way I'm going to throw away these big plants that are already rooted in there. Those I'm going to either move to another location in the garden or give away to persons who are close by me. But I'm not going to throw away the big plants now. These are going to push out runners like crazy soon. Now, you also asked me if these were in full sun. Yes, they are in full sun. I thought that, well, I was told to plant them where they're able to get sunlight, but not full sun all throughout the day. But um, they're doing just fine. The mango tree was all the way over here, and I cut it back. It is starting to grow back over, and I'm gonna leave it during the summer because I noticed that the leaves, some of the leaves are starting to brown a bit, and chances are it's the high temperatures. They add callaloo and peppers a little bit um to the back there, covering them a little, and I'm not sure if that was helping, but now they're in full sun and they're still producing. It is not the hottest part of the summer yet, so and this is the first summer. Last year, I believe I got them during summer or late summer last year, and so this is the first year I'm going to have them throughout the summer to see how they actually do. But to answer that question, yes, they are in full sun, but they're not the most beautiful. They're still looking good, but they were prettier earlier in the year when it was cooler. And they were also producing more strawberries. But I know the runners contributed to the reduction in the fruits. Um, Now, as to what I feed the strawberries with, I use both dry fertilizer and liquid. I use horse manure, chicken manure. Let me see. I don't think I've used the rabbit manure on the strawberries yet, but I think it can be used as well. Why I use the horse and the chicken is because it is cured and it is so fine whenever it's watered. The strawberry roots are able to pick up the nutrients quicker. But for slow release, I'm sure the rabbit manure will do just fine. So let me just fertilize some using dry manure today because I'm going to water later on. Liquid is banana tea, manure tea, um, um, I'm being distracted because there's somebody right behind me here. Liquid banana tea, manure tea, and compost tea. All right, so let me get that and show you how I fertilize them. This is well composted horse manure. It's very light and fluffy. And when you're putting, this is why I use mainly liquid fertilizer to fertilize them. In the same way, when you're planting them, the crown cannot be submerged under the soil. You cannot mold up the strawberries. So if it is that the crown is sitting right on top of the soil, I recommend you use liquid fertilizer. But usually the plants grow up above the soil. In that case, then you can put the manure in the containers like this one. So just lift the plant away, put the manure like that, just ensuring that, can you see that pretty flower right there? Just ensuring that I'm not covering the crown of the plant. Because if you cover the crown and then water, it is going to die. It will rot. But usually the plants grow up above the soil. That way you can put it side dress the plants. If it is that you have no choice but to use the manure and the crown is below, right on the surface of the soil, you can just take out some of the soil, the existing soil, and replace it with manure. So you're literally amending your soil without removing the plant. You try and take out some of the soil without disturbing the roots of your plants, and then just put your manure in there. Manure or compost, whatever fertilizer you use or feel comfortable using in your garden. I love to use manure, but I know vegetarians have a problem using animal products, animal byproducts. So whatever, if it is you're using compost, you apply it. The same principle applies if you're using compost. You can remove some of that depleted soil and replace it with fresh composted soil. Ensure that the containers that you plant your strawberries in is well drained. That way the roots does not get saturated and rot. All of these plants has fruits on them and blossoms. Awesome. All right. So quite a number of you asked me where in Jamaica you can get strawberries to purchase. As I said, I didn't purchase mine, but I went on Facebook Marketplace and I saw where it is being sold several different locations here in Jamaica. So you can just go on Facebook Marketplace and contact one of those sellers. I don't know any of them personally. So that's a good place to check. Check your local nurseries. I was at the supermarket just the other day and I met a gentleman and he had a whole box of strawberries in his car. Said he was coming from Mandeville. That's where he went and bought it. He saw it online and he went and bought his strawberries. So they are available in Jamaica. You also asked about the seeds. If it is sold here, I've never seen strawberry seeds sold here. I'm not saying it's not, but I've never seen it. So that's where I got mine, and I'll continue to share these with as much persons as I possibly can. As long as I have life and I'm able to do this, I'll continue to share mine, and hopefully it multiplies so you can share yours too when you get them. So as much person, it's not hard to grow as I grew up believing. It is quite easy to grow. I do this now, and for the next 3 months, I paid no mind apart from just watering, and it continue to produce fruits. So it is not difficult, and I've not planted it in any special soil. That's another question I got. What soil do you plant your strawberries in? These are in topsoil and horse manure. That's all I planted them in, and they have been doing extremely well. I don't know if it is the variety, but they have been doing well. I've given them to persons and they say it's dying. I don't know why. All I planted in nothing special, guys. Only there is no secret. Somebody said, "Tell me what your secret is, guys." These videos show all I do. When I leave the garden with you, that is it. I don't come back and do anything special to it. That's it. I'm not put any commercial fertilizers on them at all. No organic or synthetic, none. Just the natural manure, the liquid fertilizers I told you about. That's it. Am I forgetting any questions? I think that's about it that you asked. But if you have further questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll do follow-up videos. Answer, even if it's not a strawberry video, I'll do follow-up videos answering as many of your questions as I possibly can. Even if it's not strawberry related, anything else that I do in the garden, leave your question and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for supporting our channel. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you to our members. Appreciate you all so very much. Thank you for leaving your comments on previous videos. Thank you for pressing that thumbs up. It goes a far way. And for those of you who have been sharing, please continue to do so. Appreciate it. Now, if you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Bye for now.